Hello and welcome to How to Pay for College program, brought to you by College Foundation of North Carolina. I'm Cathy Mueller, Executive Director of Mapping Your Future, another program sponsored by CFNC. Today we're speaking with Lisanne Masterson, the Director of Financial Aid at Blue Ridge Community College, and we're going to be talking about the Student Aid Report. So Lisanne, what is a Student Aid Report?
Well, Cathy, the Student Aid Report is actually what you will receive as a student after you've submitted your free application for federal student aid or FAFSA form. The Student Aid Report will give you basic information on your financial aid eligibility, but also list all of the answers to the FAFSA questions that you provided. So you'll want to make sure that you read it thoroughly to make sure it's correct, and also so you understand what you might be able to receive in aid for the upcoming year.
So how does a student find their student aid report?
The quickest way to find your student aid report is to log back into your FAFSA account at FAFSA.gov using your FSA ID and password. You will be able to click on the link to the student aid report to see it there electronically. You will have an email, if you've provided your email on your FAFSA form, you'll have an email from the federal processor that it's there and available for you to review. If you did not provide an email, they will print and mail it to you. So the quickest way is actually to go back into your FAFSA.gov account to view it.
What should students be looking for on that student aid report?
There is a lot of information on the student aid report. First and foremost, you want to look at all of the information that you provided on your FAFSA form to make sure that there aren't any errors. And if there are, you can go back into your account and make those corrections. That way, a new form is going to be processed and sent to the institution. So you want to make sure that the schools are getting the accurate information up front. Right in the middle of that student aid report is a nice little box that capsulizes a lot of good information. The first is your expected family contribution figure. That's the figure that schools will use to help determine your eligibility for federal and state funds. It essentially is what the federal government thinks your family should be expected to be able to contribute towards your education. The other piece in that box is what's called a data release number, or DRN number. That's important because that's a number that's specifically for you, the student, in case you need to have it quickly to give to an institution so they can go in and find your information if for some reason your FAFSA results didn't get to the institution. So that's why it's important to keep your student aid report for your records in case you need to access that number. There are also a number of comments that are there on the student aid report. One will tell you what your federal eligibility might be. That's federal eligibility only, so it would not include any state eligibility or institutional eligibility. It also might alert you to the fact that you might be selected for verification, which means the school might be contacting you for some additional documents. So just make sure you read through those comments and that information very carefully. You won't need to provide this student aid report for anyone else, but you might want to keep a copy for your records just to make sure that you know that your information was processed and what information was on that form that went to the institution. It'll be up to the institution to contact you with your final award package.
Thank you, Lisanne. We've been speaking with Lisanne Masterson, the Director of Financial Aid at Blue Ridge Community College. You can contact Lisanne at L_Masterson, and that's MASTERSON, at blueridge.edu. The phone number is 828-694-1806. Thanks for listening today to this program brought to you by the College Foundation of North Carolina. Have a great day.